Well, well, well. It's been a long time coming. What's up, Chiefs fans? What's up, Super Bowl champs? That's right. I told y'all last year what was going to happen. What do you think I'm going to tell you this year? You've had plenty of time. Okay. Kansas City Chiefs play the Houston Texans once again on Thursday night to open the 2020 NFL season. I don't know about you guys, but I am hyped, stoked, excited, tickled. I don't know what you want to call it. Put a word on it. I'm with it. Man, this is going to be one of the best seasons of all time. I cannot wait to see this season. Everybody's been sitting around the house, locked down, quarantined. Well, except your boy who's been working. That's what I do. But maybe you've been working too, but maybe you've just been sitting around the house with nothing to do. Well, it's time to get back in it, all the way in it. We go deep. I can't say it on air. I'm not going to. All's deep. You know what I'm saying. Kansas City Chiefs. Houston Texans. All right, what's changed from this year or to this year from last year? Well, for one, money. That's a big thing. Money. Patrick Mahomes got $500 million, and your guy in Houston, he got $160 million. So, yeah, I think he got 35-40 million guaranteed every year for 4 years or so. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, who's a tremendous quarterback. You know, you talk about guys like Dak Prescott and the numbers they put up, but Deshaun Watson actually won some games. Yeah. So that's a thing too, Dallas, if you're listening, if you're paying any kind of attention down there in the deep, deep South, not the dirty South, that's reserved for Atlanta, but in the deep, deep South of Texas, Dallas, wake up, recognize it's how you do it. The Houston Texans know what time it is. They traded DeAndre Hopkins. Nuke, easily one of the best. If you had to put a deep range on it, 3. Like, he's so good. DeAndre's so good. What did they get in return? Well, you can throw your trade value chart out there. What they got was they ended up with 2 or 3 running backs they can just throw out there, and if they can take advantage of them in a way like a team like Kansas City can do, which they don't have to offer value to get running backs of that caliber, they got that. Or if you want to say they've got depth now at receiver, whereas before they only had 2 guys that were excellent. I mean, if you want to say that, you can make an argument for it. At the end of the day, it was a bad trade unless DeAndre Hopkins was such a bad influence or problem in the team and locker room that it negated his quality of play at wide receiver, because he is a monster wide receiver. Well, we don't have to worry about that this week. What we've got to worry about is depth at receiver for Texas. Houston has at least 4 guys who are pretty damn good at wide receiver. Randall Cobb, Kenny Stills. They got some guys. They can make some plays, and they've got a quarterback who can make some plays. So if there's any team in the NFL that can actually beat Kansas City this season, Houston is a team that could beat Kansas City. I've been telling you guys how the Chiefs win games. And if you don't want to pay attention, I can't help you with that. But what they do is they stay in there. They hang, they compete with whoever just by going out there, showing up and having fun, man. They're having a good time. And then all of a sudden they find themselves 7 points down, 14 points down, 24 points down. And they say, you know what? I think we should probably try to win this game. And they do. And there is no better proof of this than with the selection of talent that Kansas City utilizes. So when they look at prospects, they don't say, he runs this fast, or, he can throw it this far, or whatever metric you've got. He can bench this so many times. It doesn't work that way. Kansas City, and I've got the exclusive scoop, which nobody else gives y'all. Y'all know this from last season. I give y'all the juice. If y'all don't recognize it, that's on you. Here's what Kansas City does that nobody else does. They find the guys that show up in the clutch and win football games. Well, who did that this year in college football? Let's look back at college football and who took over the games. I can think of a few people who took over some football games, but one in particular, the vaunted defense of Alabama. Now, who took Alabama and their vaunted defense and simply destroyed them? Who made Nick Saban throw his hands up in the air and say, what do I do with this? I have no idea. Go ahead, I'm going to give you about 3 seconds. That was 2, that's plenty. You had time. Listen, go back and watch Alabama against LSU. Now, who scored 4 touchdowns against Alabama's vaunted defense? If you gotta Google it, I can't help you. I mean, this is advanced football concepts. This is not your basic football channel. I'm not going to teach you the X's and O's, what you need to know as far as if you run the ball, you're gonna win 12 games. If you throw it, you might win 14 in today's NFL. No, we're going way past that. So who scored 4 touchdowns against Alabama? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Who shows up in the biggest games, the biggest downs, and makes the plays that have to be made? That is what Kansas City is about. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Who's going to be starting Thursday night? CEH. Yeah. The running back from Alabama. No, the running back from LSU. I'm sorry. I don't edit my videos, guys, so give me a break. LSU running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire was dominant, and I've heard a lot of pundits and scouts, they say this, that, and the other about him. I'm going to tell you what I think about him, which I already did in a video if you go back and watch. Nobody in the NFL has the ability to stop, start, slash, left, right, side to side as quickly as he does. That is one thing he has over everyone. He stops, starts, shifts left, right quicker and faster than anybody. Now, you can call him a 4.6 guy, say he's slow. That's fine. I don't care. Damian Williams isn't necessarily the fastest guy. He scored plenty of touchdowns for Kansas City. He took over in the Super Bowl. And how many touchdowns did Damian Williams score in the Super Bowl? I'll give you a minute. 4. 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Yeah, you see a pattern here now, aren't you guys? Who shows up in the biggest games and make the biggest plays at the most opportune time? Champions. That's what Kansas City's about, is championships. Nothing else anymore. Right now, we're all about cramming in as many championships as we can in the window that we have been afforded by Patrick Mahomes, and nobody's done a better job of taking advantage of that than Brett Veach. That's right. So, I don't care what y'all say. I've done my research. I've been paying attention. Kansas City's gonna run it back one more time. We might be able to do it again, but we're gonna save that analysis for next year. For now, we're looking at this season. What have the Texans done to give them an opportunity to defeat Kansas City? I'll wait. Nuke is gone? Oh, man, he was pretty good. Wow. They got more depth at wide receiver? Okay, that's a pretty good thing if you can take advantage of it. Will they be able to? You got to look at our secondary. You got to look at our pass rush. You got to look at our linebacking core. How are we going to stop the run? They did make changes in Houston to their running back committee. I don't think the changes they made are going to be enough to usurp a dominant passing offense. I don't think they're going to be able to score more points than we are. And that's just based on the offense. If you go by defenses, the Chiefs really have an advantage. So, our defense in Kansas City, it started out slowly, and one season went from a brand new defense to a solid, completely, well, I can't say completely. There might have been a few things they missed, but they really knew what to do and where to be and when to do the things they had to do to be excellent when it mattered, which is what wins championships, right? So they were there. You know, there's no better mentor in the league for a safety than Tyrann Mathieu right now. Say what you want about his play, whatever you want to say. If you're a guy 1-2 years in the league and you're a safety, there's nobody who has more to offer educationally as a fellow player than Tyrann Mathieu. That guy, he's really been getting after it. And, you know, I should stop now. I've got a 13.5-minute video going on talking about the Texans, and I haven't even really gotten into Chiefs versus Texans. I've been giving you all the stuff I've been thinking about all offseason. So I'm going to stop with that so I have more to share with y'all. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Texans did not get better enough at their running game. They did not get better enough in the secondary to slow down nor stop the Kansas City Chiefs. They gave up 51 points while scoring 7 in the playoffs against Kansas City. So I don't want to hear anything about how good the Texans are. 51-7 is how badly they got outscored last year against Kansas City. 51-7. Recognize that. The media, they're still talking about Baltimore being the best team. That's okay. Put some fuel on that fire and see what Kansas City does with it. And the same thing is true if you don't. They're still going to perform at the highest level. That is how professional, how excellent the team is this year. That's 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap this thing up, guys. Chiefs are going to win. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a prediction out there for you. because I love y'all. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is going to set all kinds of records yet again. 5,500 yards, 55 touchdowns. Believe that. We'll see if it happens. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I was right all year last year. They've had this whole offseason to get better, and they're very professional. They excel at preparing, and Kansas City's prepared. They've got all the talent in the world to dominate, and they are prepared, and they will dominate. Love you guys. I'm going to talk to y'all after the game. Please watch this video. Give me a like, subscribe. I tried to be entertaining. I'm trying to get better. If there's something I can do that you like better, let me know, and I'll try to do that. I will. I want to see how it works out. Thank you, guys. Peace. Love you.